Hello everyone, today we are going to look at Interdependence, our revision lesson 2, after we have discussed competition in animals and plants in our previous video. Right, so when we discussed about competition in animals, we talked about how they compete for food, shelter, mates and everything. Today's video is about how these species are also dependent on each other for their survival. Okay, so we call this as interdependence, which means you can write a definition that in a community, each species depend on the other species for things such as, so what do you think they're going to depend on each other for survival? So it could be food, it could be shelter, it could be pollination, as in plants, and the plants also depend on other animals for the seed dispersal. Okay, so if in case you remove just one species out of this food web, let's say there are no more rabbits, what effect is it going to have on the other population? So think about it. Rabbit was the food for the wildcat. Okay, so what's gonna happen is they're gonna depend on the next one, which is the rat, which means the rat population sizes are gonna go down, which is gonna have a knock-on effect on the snake population, which will also go down, making the owl as the only choice for the eagles to feed on. That means the owl population also goes down. So basically, the stability of the population is going to be reduced. Okay, so it is very important to have a stable community. Now, this is also a very important definition and a key terminology to remember, that in some communities, all the species and environmental factors are in balance so that the population sizes are roughly constant. So they're not completely constant, but they should be roughly constant, which is very important for a stable community. So the population sizes should fairly remain constant. Okay, so stable communities include tropical rainforests, ancient oaklands, they all come under that. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly give you a good definition for stable community. So we're going to say all the species and the environmental factors are in balance so that the population sizes are roughly constant which means they may go up and down in the cycles. These are called stable communities. Okay, so there could be many examples of stable communities. It could be tropical rainforests, ancient oak woodlands. All of them can be a very good example of a stable community. Okay, so that was about interdependence and stable community.